The man stuck out his tongue, the tongue piercing removed by the police. Then, the officer picked up the detector again. It beeped near his belly. The officer had no choice but to lift the man's shirt and removed his belly button ring. But when he checked again, now what? A man was digging up a grave until the police caught him. Turns out, the grave he was digging up wasn't someone else. It was his own mother's. The man had lost a lot of money gambling. To pay off his debt, he planned to sell his mother's pearl necklace. But after searching his whole house, he couldn't find it. So, he decided to check the grave. After hearing this, the police took him away. They tried to reason with him. Isn't your mother's piece worth more than some pearls? The man thought for a moment. Then he says,
I'm going to turn my life around. I'm going to get clean from Mom.
But some people just aren't meant to be thieves. A car crash caused a lady driver to get pierced by a steel pipe, but she didn't care about her pain at all. She only worried her husband would be mad at her for breaking his favorite car, and her kid wouldn't get the ice cream. After saying that, she took her last breath. When the police cleaned up her things, they found out she had signed a paper to donate her organs. She really was someone who helped others. Even after she was gone, the woman was rushed to the hospital. All the doctors and nurses saluted her. Then, she was taken into the operating room. One by one, her organs were passed on to people who needed them. At the same time, a dad pushed his little girl into the hospital. The girl had a sick heart, but now, she could have a new heart from that kind woman. But then, something went wrong. The hospital lights flickered. All the alarms started ringing. A man came forward. He told the police, "Give that heart to my wife. If not, I'll use my hacking skills to shut down the whole hospital system. And then, everyone who needs machines to live will die too." The police tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. So, they went to talk to his wife instead. They found out she only had 1 month left to live. This heart was her one and only chance. If she missed it, she would never see her husband again. She cried.
I don't want to die.
The hospital tech team tried hard to take back control, but the hacker was too smart. The hospital computers shut down. The power went out. Without the machines, many very sick people passed away. The hospital director had no choice. She agreed to give the heart to the hacker's wife. But on the way to the surgery room, a man suddenly ran up, trying to smash the hospital bed. It was the dad of the little girl. When he was arrested, he cried,
"If she dies, my daughter doesn't."
The dad begged, so the little girl made a video call with the lady in the surgery room. But the girl didn't beg her as her father says. She told the lady, "I understand you're scared to die. I feel the same way. So even if you take the heart that was meant for me, I forgive you. I hope you can live well with this heart." The lady heard this, and tears fell down her face. She wanted to live, because she and her husband never had a baby. But if her life came from taking someone else's child's life, how could she ever be a mom? Her husband didn't want to, but in the end, he respected her choice. The hospital power came back, and the surgery went on like it was supposed to. Do you love your family? The rookie arrives to handle a domestic violence case. He sees a huge guy's and his petite wife. He immediately feels something is wrong, thinking the wife might not dare to tell the truth in front of her husband. They separate the two for questioning. However, the woman still says she was the one who provoked her husband. The man's statement matches his wife's.
And she's the one who throws down. That girl's got a crazy temper.
The rookie doesn't believe it at all, but they have no choice but to leave for now.
What do you think?
That we'll be back.
Sure enough, during lunch, they receive another call and rush over. They enter with their guns drawn. What they see shocks them. The petite wife is riding on her husband's shoulders, while the man stumbles around, trying to shake her off. The rookie pulls her down, but she turns around and swings a knife at him. He throws her off. The female officer quickly restrains her. At this moment, the husband is seriously injured. Even though the rookie pressed down on the wound, the man still stops breathing, looking at the tragedy before him. The rookie falls into deep guilt just because a waiter accidentally scratches her car. A woman pulls out a knife, trying to slash his face. Officer Nolan rushes in to stop her. In the struggle, he accidentally rips her dress. Nolan immediately apologizes, but the woman doesn't accept it. Watching the woman treat her mugshot like a glamour shoot, Nolan never imagines she would bring such a disaster upon him and the entire police department. That night, Nolan is heading to his car, ready to drive home. He spots a man on the street corner, holding a machine gun. The guy fires 9,999 rounds. then finally driving away. When the captain arrives, they finally understand what's going on. The woman is the girlfriend of the city's most powerful gang boss. After the incident, the gang receives an order to kill Nolan. To protect him, the police take immediate action. They launch a massive anti-crime operation, trying to pressure the boss to withdraw the order. Within a day, the police raid numerous gang hideouts and arrest hundreds of members. For Nolan's safety, the captain steps in personally, hoping her status will make the gang back down. They respond to a robbery report, but the house is empty. A flashbang rolls out. The next second, the gang boss knocks both officers unconscious. When they wake up, they find themselves locked up by the pool. The captain tries to intimidate him.
You've just crossed the line that anybody with half a brain would run screaming from.
But before she can finish, the man kicks her into the pool. Knowing she won't last long underwater, Nolan offers to record an apology video. The boss insists he record first, then they will save her. But Nolan records 3 times. The boss is still unhappy about it. Underwater, the captain breaks her thumb to free herself from the cuffs. In the chaos, a bullet hit the captain's neck. When he pulls the captain out, she has already stopped breathing. The next day, through phone tracking, the police knows the boss's escape route. Unlike before, he's acting like a coward.
Okay! I'm getting out! Don't shoot!
Even though Nolan has every reason to kill him, he silently cuffs him instead. The captain had always taught them one thing: the police's job is not to punish criminals. That is the law's job. A gang of robbers storms into a bank. Before the police can react, a civilian tries to stop them, but he misses and accidentally hits an innocent woman, even gets knocked to the ground himself. Guess some jobs really are best left to the pros. A female officer quickly pulls him to safety. Meanwhile, the robber grabs all the cash and gets ready to run. Just then, backup arrives, but instead of fighting, the robber does something unexpected. He releases all the hostages. He plans to slip away in the crowd, but he locks eyes with an officer. Panicked, the robbers open fire. The police give chase, but the robber ditches his partner and speeds off alone. Later, the runaway robber tries to destroy his car, but his phone rings. It's another partner. Turns out, there was a third robber all along. And guess who? The woman who got shot by the civilian. Looks like that guy wasn't just making trouble after all. After waking up in the hospital, she calls the man and sets a meeting point. But before the police can catch her, she sneaks into the next room, right under their noses, and walks right out of the hospital. Bold as ever, the cops figure the two will need a getaway car, so they stake out the nearest parking lot. Sure enough, the robbers meet up there. The robbers were about to drive away, but they didn't expect a police car to show up. They rammed the police car right to the edge of a high-rise building. Then, they sped off from the parking lot. Inside the teetering car, 2 officers barely breathe. One wrong move, and they're toast. The veteran cop tells the rookie to climb out first. Once the rookie was out, he grabbed the rear bumper from behind. That's how the veteran cop made his escape.
We don't have to pay for that, do we?
Meanwhile, the police trace the robber's getaway car, only to find the male robber dead. But where did the woman go? Officer Nolan pulls over a car. The driver looks nervous.
Where are you coming from today?
Preschool.
But when Nolan glances at the back seat, the car seat is empty. He immediately realizes the fugitive might be inside the car, gripping his holstered gun. Nolan orders the driver to open the trunk. The man looks at him pleadingly, too scared to make a sound. Nolan gestures at the trunk and silently asks if the child is inside. The man nods hard. Nolan quickly assesses the situation. If they open the trunk now, the fugitive might do something reckless. He writes down an address and raises his voice slightly, letting the driver go. The man glances at the address, understands the hint. When he arrives, the place is pitch dark. He pops open the trunk.
I did what you wanted and have given me my daughter.
The fugitive keeps his word. The man grabs his daughter and rushes away, just as the fugitive steps out of the car.
Drop your gun!
It turns out the address Nolan wrote down is the police station's garage. The fugitive went through all that effort to escape, only to drive himself straight back into custody.
Thank you for watching till the end. Creating videos isn't easy. If you enjoyed this one, feel free to give us a super thanks. We'll work hard to bring you more interesting videos.